M.A.S.K and the Loyal Subjects are killing it at Toy Fair 2025. Hey guys, it's M.A.K Retro reporting for Titan Talking Toys. Earlier this week, I reported on the fact that M.A.S.K was returning in a huge way at Toy Fair 2025, and we weren't disappointed. What a reveal. And now we have some updated pictures of the show floor and how the displays were done at the show itself. And I wanted to share that with you guys, along with all the other updates for the Loyal Subjects and everything that was seen. This is an amazing collection, as the Loyal Subjects really are bringing it to the retro scale, as a lot of people are definitely going to be hugely nostalgic for everything that was revealed on that show floor. Without further ado, guys, let's take a look at everything that was revealed. Let's have a look. As always, I want to give another huge shout out to ToyArk.com for the coverage for this year's Toy Fair 2025 in New York. Guys, definitely give ToyArk a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. On the preview day, we were able to take a look at ToyArk's coverage of the special event for the M.A.S.K release at Toy Fair 2025. But some additional updates have been made since then as well. Our good friend Toy Hunters Hollow on Instagram was able to snag some amazing photos of the actual Loyal Subjects booth. And these are really impressive. And I wanted to give a huge shout out to Toy Hunters Hollow. Guys, give Toy Hunters Hollow a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Scrolling down a bit from the top, we can actually see that there were a bunch of photos taken at the event, but the ones we're really interested in, of course, are the M.A.S.K photos. Taking a look at the Javits Center in New York, there is the Loyal Subjects booth. It is massive. From the back of the booth, you can basically see the branding for Loyal Subjects Los Angeles, TLS Toys at the top on that hanging banner. But when you swing around to the other side, that's when the magic really happens. Bang! That's right, everybody. They had different cubicles for each of their properties that they were displaying at the show, and M.A.S.K Mobile Armor Strike Command was front-facing. This is amazing. I really do love the way they're leaning into the original M.A.S.K aesthetic. That checkerboard pattern reminds me so much of the cartoon. And of course, we have the two M.A.S.K logos on the left and right, and the first wave of vehicles and figures all lined up on little pedestals. And with this being the 40th anniversary of M.A.S.K, they really did pull out all the stops. This is awesome. There we can see Matt Tracker with the Thunderhawk, the two blast effects and missile drops, as well as the Thunderhawk itself in all of its splayed out glory. This is awesome. We also got to see Condor, and they have these tiny little factoid cards right here, giving you a glimpse as to what you're going to be able to get with the overall package. Vehicle transforms, includes figure with removable helmet, multi-mode play features. I love it. There we see Brad Turner with his signature helmet. The effect, which is actually like a smoke screen. Maybe he can do a pop a wheelie as it fixes right to the wheel. And there we see Condor, and this time it's fully displayed in its overall helicopter mode. We can see how the one propeller swings out while the wheel retracts to the back, becoming a rudder for the helicopter mode itself. Moving on to the Switchblade. The colors here are so much richer than they were in the first photos that we saw from ToyArk, and I really do love the way they look. We can see the red canopy, the dark navy blue nature of the Switchblade itself, those wonderful stickers with that gradient pattern, the Venom logo, and even the mechanisms that make the Switchblade work properly. Scrolling down, we can see Miles Mayhem here with his signature Viper helmet, and there we see the blast effects and the singular missile, which actually deploys from the bottom. Miles Mayhem, again, is in his traditional uniform, and the color scheme is so much more reminiscent of the cartoon. I love that. We can see all the awards he's won for valor during his time in the Air Force. He's always decked out with his tassels and his military garb. His mask, again, is very much more reminiscent of the cartoon, and it really is a great aesthetic for this line. And then we see Rhino in its overall glory, and I love the fact that the colors are so much richer here. We really can see that burgundy of Rhino really standing out. It's unfortunate they didn't choose to transform them in any way. I guess the prototypes themselves are very delicate, so they can't really be displayed in that manner. But still, seeing them here as they are is freaking amazing. We can see that one missile on the right-hand side, the two sets of blast effects, the two smokestack effects, the blasting effect when they're deployed, and of course, the two different pilots, Matt Tracker and Bruce Sato. Heading back over to ToyArk.com, there was an updated few photos that weren't showcased in the first day, and I love the fact they're in high definition so that we can really take a look at some of the additional details. Take a look at this photo here of the Thunderhawk, fully displayed, and we can even see some of the wonderful little details on the inside of the cockpit. It still has the seatbelt, the wheel, and as we noticed earlier, these are definitely prototypes, as this wheel is actually cracked, probably from overhandling during the event. I love the color schemes, especially with the stickers. That gradient pattern really does harken back to the 80s, and we can see now that the lights are actually translucent, and it really is unfortunate, as I understand, these These will not be chrome. They actually just are going to be a chrome paint. And for some people, that might be a deal breaker, but I actually don't really mind it. Condor is looking amazing, especially with these brand new details. The canopy really does reflect how translucent it is. I love the green nature of the bike and helicopter itself. Condor will definitely be the one vehicle which everyone can pick up, as it is the lowest priced of all of the M.A.S.K vehicles. Here we have Switchblade, and again, I love the fact we can see all these rich details on the vehicle itself. That Venom logo looks so good. All the wonderful details on the canopy, on the cockpit, as well as, once again, those wonderful gradients on the wings. This is definitely going to be a sought-after vehicle alongside Rhino, which of course is the big boy, the signature piece of the M.A.S.K collection, as it does actually show up in the logo of M.A.S.K. Here we can see a few details inside of the cockpit, the steering column, the shifter, the couch seats, and for some, the lack of chrome on the vehicle itself is going to be a deal breaker, but honestly, it looks stunning, even in this overall form. Here we get to see some additional details on the underside of Switchblade. We can even see the mechanism which holds the torpedo in place, exactly how the landing struts are actually connected to the Switchblade itself, and even at the bottom for the release mechanism of the torpedo. The rear, we can even see the thrusters and additional details, and how the missile will be positioned into the loading mechanism directly underneath the canopy. The blast effects, and it really did showcase some of the new features that are included with these M.A.S.K vehicles. The Thunderhawk, with its new blast effects on the back, really giving it that turbo thrust of energy, really looks spectacular here. And I do love the overall nature of these vintage style vehicles. They really look amazing. And I can't wait until we get them in our hands to really understand just how much work was put into them. Here we can even see some sticker details on Condor. Wow! This is faithfully reproduced from the original, and it looks stunning. The team over at the Loyal Subjects really has put their heart and soul into this project, and it's amazing to see the fruits of their labors on display at New York Toy Fair 2025. The figures were also displayed, and we could see many of the new articulation features, rotating heads with a pivot on the ball joint. The arms can now swing out to form a 90 degrees, and additional reinforcements on the legs. The figures are much more cartoon aesthetic, and that's going to please a lot of fans, who I think were really looking forward to these new figures. Matt Tracker and Bruce Sato here. Again, one of the biggest features for me is the whites and dots in the eyes. That really does bring it to the next level, in my opinion. Here we see a demonstration of the two torpedo launchers and the undercarriage of the Thunderhawk, deploying very much the same way as they did in the original toy, in a similar fashion as Switchblade. And finally, we get a glimpse at how Condor will actually deploy its transformation sequence. And the Loyal Subjects weren't done yet. They had cubicles set up for each of their major properties being showcased at Toy Fair this year, including Jem and the Holograms, My Pet Monster, and Strawberry Shortcake. The Loyal Subjects really is bringing the 80s back with Jem and the Holograms. Man, this looks freaking crazy. All of that glam rock is back, and man, I really am loving the way these look. What really gets you is, of course, the fully articulated figures with their elbow joints, knee joints, ankle articulation. They really are bringing this to the next level. The sculpt really does look great, and I do love the paint apps that are on these figures. Here we see the two variations of Jem, one with her more traditional appearance, the other one with a very flamboyant gold look with gold pedestal. And we even have Pizzazz, one of the misfits, and this I believe is the first time we're seeing her in public. She looks incredible, donning her very traditional outfit and makeup, along with her guitar, microphone, action figure stand, and comb. Jem also comes with her Jerica outfit, concert ticket, film reel, microphone, and comb, along with a VIP pass. The same goes with her alternate gold edition. I believe she can also transform back into Jerica. I just love that 80s style, and the artwork that comes with it, so retro in its overall design. It's freaking incredible. They also showcased My Buddy and Pals. Always great to see that. This, of course, in my opinion, was the inspiration for Chucky, so definitely don't want to leave this alone in your house. Rainbow Bright made a huge appearance at the Loyal Subjects, along with all these tiny little collectibles, keychains, blind bags, plushies, socks, headbands, and even I believe there's a cute backpack which you can buy for your kids. My Pet Monster returns in 2025, and he looks so gruesome. I love it. He does have his breakable chains. Additional collectibles are also available, including keychains, some smaller plushies. I do believe that is Beaster, and as we can see here, they are available on a retail pack out. These are a lot of fun and should be hitting store shelves later this year. The World of Strawberry Shortcake returns along with many of these collectible items, and some larger figures, which a lot of people were wondering when they were going to start showing up. And it sure looks like Strawberry Shortcake is going to have a huge presence in the toy aisles, including a return with the original figures from back in the day, along with miniature collectibles, keychains, blind bags, and even a whole set of plushies. And as Danny pointed out, they all smell really, really nice. Definitely, I want to thank Titan Toys for sponsoring this video. They are a one-stop shop for action figures all year round. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay and the boss, Danny, sent you for getting your action figures. And of course, as I said earlier, if you spend $250 or more on action figures on TitanToys.com, you can qualify for free shipping within Canada and the United States. And they have a wonderful rewards program to be able to buy additional action figures for free. You can sign up for the points program. Just by signing up, you already earn 200 points. And every dollar you spend for the points program, Titan Toys will give you 2 points back. On top of that, if you want to earn more free points, all you have to do is follow them on all of their social medias. Like them on Facebook, follow them on TikTok, follow them on X, and follow them on Instagram. Follow them on any of their social medias. It's an amazing points program. They also have buy it now, pay later programs, which you can qualify for. And they also have the hoarding program, which allows you to pre-order figures, much like BBTS's Pile of Loot. You buy your figures, Titan Toys will hold on to them for you, and you can ship them all to save on shipping, earning yourself back up to $250. That way, you get free shipping for all of your figures, which would be freaking awesome. There even is a reserve benefit program, so you can buy now, pay it later. There is a qualification for that, so definitely check out TitanToys.com. Another huge shout out to Titan Toys for sponsoring this video. Wow, that was what can I say, guys? That was absolutely insane. The M.A.S.K, along with all the other properties showcased at the Loyal Subjects, really was impressive. In terms of 80s aesthetic, if you were kids of the 80s, you definitely know that every single one of these was huge in the day. And we actually got some price points for M.A.S.K. So depending on how you look at it, it really has been increased for the inflation, if you will, for 2025. Condor is starting at $29.99. The Thunderhawk is priced at $49.99. The Switchblade is priced at $74.99. And the Rhino is priced at a whopping $99.99. Just shy of $100. Wink. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what were your thoughts about the displays of M.A.S.K and all the other properties for the Loyal Subjects at Toy Fair 2025? Were you guys as impressed as I was at the overall heritage and look of the 40th anniversary for M.A.S.K and the fact that they haven't changed anything at all? As a matter of fact, the only thing changed is the chrome on the vehicles themselves. And the other Loyal Subjects brands, are you going to be putting down your hard cash for any of these legacy brands, knowing that they were part of your childhood and you really do want to own a piece of that once again in 2025? Or has the price point kind of scared you for M.A.S.K and you're wondering why it's so expensive and whether or not it's actually worth $29.99 just for Condor alone, upwards of $100 for Rhino? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. The toy news continues, and Toy Fair 2025 is in full swing. We got to see a lot more action figures and toys this year. As a matter of fact, we started this off with the Nacelle booth and everything that they had to offer. You can definitely check out that video right here, and I'll see you guys there. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.